Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition on JDZ Gaming Empire. In our last episode, we finished the Descent DLC, and today we're going to start the Trespasser. But before we do that, I want to show you guys that I did craft a weapon for Sasha. I crafted her a different bow just to check it out. I don't know if our current bow we have on this precise great bow that we used to have on is any better. The one I crafted is the Shrewd Deadly Great Bow, and it doesn't have the two upgrade slots on it. It only had the one, so I put a Superb Corrupting Rune on it. And then another weapon that I didn't craft, but I just kind of upgraded, was for Blackwall. He had on this Crushing Deadly Falchion, but I upgraded this Bitter Axe for him. So it boosted up the DPS. The damage is a little lower, but I also put a crafting rune on it, so that those two together are more than what the other weapon was that he had. I also put on a haft and a Superb Corrupting Rune on it as well. So we'll see how this does. I'm keeping the other weapons in my inventory just in case. And I believe in the last episode, it said something about we might want to go speak to Colin about something that had happened. So let's go see if we can't talk to him. Where is he at? That's Blackwall. Colin is up there. So let's fastest way. Let's fast travel over here. And then, do you have anything to say, Liliana, while we're in here? Maybe I need to talk to everybody.
I am here.
Nope. Okay. Nothing to say. Doesn't look like I can get where I need to go from here. I always get confused. He is over. It's over here. So I need to. Okay, we can't cross that. I need to go down. Get down there. Probably would have just been faster to come back this way. Eric, you got anything new to say?
She's still here. You need me for something?
Nope, okay. Thought I had turned this up. Like it was a little low, the sound. The game sound.
Your chant doesn't cover something.
What about you, Harding?
It's all right to admit that. Hey.
Okay, no, none of this is new.
Take care.
Major, I hope it's not me.
Colin, you in here? Hey, let's see if you have anything to say.
It's hard to imagine Cassandra sitting through her coronation, let alone acting as divine. She put her faith in me. I will gladly put my faith in her now.
Nothing else?
Inquisitor.
Okay, well, that was a big fat waste. I could have swore the dwarves in the Descent told me that I should speak with Cullen and he might have more information. All right, no worries. We're going to go to the war table. Josie? Okay, is it on this side? I actually don't remember what it's
You read
called.
the report?
It was unusual. Is he always so blunt?
Yes.
Okay, attend the Exalted Council. It cost 8 power. We have 223. Warning. Beginning the Exalted Council will lock off all other areas and plots and jump to 944 Dragon, 2 years after the death of Corypheus. There is no going back from this point. Well, we don't have to worry about that because we've done everything. With Corypheus dead and the threat of Fade Rifts and demons waning, both Orlais and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Eventually, she plans to call the Exalted Council, a chance to determine the role and possibly
Not
fate
yet.
of the
I'll
Inquisition.
let you know as soon as I do.
Recommended levels 20 or higher. Okay, and we can only use Josie for this. Divine Victoria will not call the Exalted Council until you are ready, Inquisitor. Well, I'm ready. Let's go. The Exalted Council will be held at the Winter Palace outside Halasharal. Thanks to Divine Victoria's negotiation with the ambassadors, we are ready to depart at your convenience. Would you like to gather your party and venture to Exalted Council now? Yes.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
Have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise du Lion, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. the Dales are finally recovering.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, Your Worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You can probably just call her Cassandra in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria says she is better suited to the battlefield than the Sunburst throne, but she has restored the Chantry. And also people's faith in it. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, Your Worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Olay. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
Oh, okay. Which old friends?
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. And of course, there is the Tevinter ambassador. Enjoy time with them while you can, Your Worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, Your Worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, Your Worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council. Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
The Inquisition still has work to do. We can't let someone's fear push us into disbanding.
Then I wish you luck in the negotiations to come. Make a watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
This is my second time playing through this DLC, and the last time I played through it was 6 years ago, so I don't remember any of this. Okay, speak with these three people. Let's take a look at the map. Whoa. Oh, wow. Okay. Josephine, Iron Bull. Okay, all my peeps are here. Notes on Palace Gas Wardrobe. Blackwall. Varric. Cullen. Liliana. Viv. Okay. Speak to everybody. All right, and that we've already read about that. So let's go talk to some people right here in front of us. Is that Varric that's down there? Yep.
Why not?
Hey, Varric.
I'll be here if you need me.
What? That's it?
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, that was nothing. Let's see who's over here. You look familiar. Who is up above? Okay, Blackwell's over here. Let's go see Blackwell. Then we'll work our way around. He's back here.
Dragons in the sky, the fighting has begun.
Blackwell? Ooh, what's this note? Blackwell in the last few years. An excerpt of a report bearing the seal of the Grey Wardens, found among Inquisition files. Tom Rainier participated in Grand Tourney, former captain of a Legion army, known for murder, treason, also known for impersonating a Grey Warden, Warden Constable Blackwell. Val Shevin, member of Inquisition, played role in the defeat of Corypheus. Status: recruited, joining, survived. Assignment: free marches, Vinmark. Mountains reporting to Warden Studenmeyer an ongoing investigation of Vinmark prison. Hey, Blackwell.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just teasing. So tell me everything that happened while I was away. And Gerolf strolls up, hands filled with ripe squashes, and says, "Sir, I must report that it was an utter boondoggle." Maybe you had to be there.
Yes, probably lost something in the retelling.
Well, we can't all be Varric. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. The Wardens will be missing me, but they aren't going to keep me away from a friend who might need my sword arm.
Good. Considering I just upgraded your sword. Let me try.
Your aim is atrocious. I'm embarrassed for you.
Think you can do better?
That's it.
Inquisitor.
Okay, we've exhausted his dialogue. The merchant here. Just selling in here. Hello. What's she selling? We have plenty of monies, that's for sure. Okay. Oh, wow. Different things. Okay, what's in here? Okay, herbs. That's good. Crafting materials. Is that it? Okay, what about over here? Ooh, nice. Dragon bone. Okay, good, 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 good. What else you selling? Got anything else? What's this? Okay. More crafting materials. Great. Crafting materials, aren't those the same? Maybe not. Okay. Oh, there's something around here. What am I looking for? What's this? Expensive dog treats. Okay. Oh my, there's lots to see around here. Okay, let's go over here and talk with Cole. Oh, what is this? Oh, crafting hub? Yes. And research, craft weapons, craft armor, modify weapons and armor, golden nug. Okay, great. Seems like a lot's gonna happen right here in this area.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Glimmering, glittering, perfect cut, mask a maze of gemstones. She will think it pretty.
Excuse me, I might,
I appreciate the help getting him elsewhere.
He wants stones the color of his eyes. Happy, bright, beaming, being seen, not seeing. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs.
Birds like breadcrumbs.
I was gonna say he must gonna feed or a crow or something. Okay.
Inquisitor, how good to see you here. I came to sit and pen another song.
Sweet songs, poignant pain plants joy that grows later. She can't see me. I help her help people.
I gathered.
You're smart and kind. You're worthy of true love.
Hello, Halam Shiral! The fire of Zither must be fueled by wine, ideally shared with adoring fans.
It's a mistake, but one you might enjoy.
The famous Zither. I love all your songs, although I've never heard you sing yourself.
Well then, this could be a chance for both of us to make a little music.
Nicely done, Cole.
Okay.
By the side
Oh, wait.
of the divine,
Stuff to read in here.
seeks the truth.
The Gilded Horn's drink menu. A golden nug, an effervescent white Cellini wine with a dash of West Teal brandy and a splash of pomegranate juice, muddled with raspberries and a sprig of royal elf fruit. The Hissing Drake, a bold mix of cinnamon-infused whiskey, dark Lormarin rum, and Harrell's Lava Burst. Not for the faint of stomach or heart. Benediction, Prophet's Laurel Gin served with a wedge of lime and a thimble of golden sky. The Emerald Valley, made with a spirit distilled by Chantry sisters and lides from over 70 herbs and flowers, topped by egg white foam dusted with nutmeg. A Night of Shame, our sweetest Antivan port with a dash of chocolate bitters and a twist of orange, served in a flute of chilled Syrah glass. The Randy Dowager, rumored to have been concocted by the editor of Orlay's most scandalous periodical herself. A tall glass of abyssal peach liquor and fresh cream garnished with sugar rose petals and served on a silk handkerchief with a scandalous rhyming couplet inked on it by the bartender. All right, hey Sarah, what's up to, girlfriend?
Inquisitor Herald, glad to be back for whatever it is this lot have shoved up their sleeves. Just right up in there.
That's it? It's been some time.
Well, we don't know what's what, so what's there to go on about? It's Inquisition business, innit? That's all we are. Maybe sort out how they want to mess with us. Then there'll be something to talk about.
Anything else?
Maybe sort out how they want to mess with us. Then there'll be something to talk about.
Okay. Sarah's past and now things. Lost another book. Stop leaving them places. Below are journal entries by Sarah. Also several sketches of Skyhold with impeccable cross-hatching. Moving again, less stuff, more things, people things. Too many vow somethings. Nameless, stupid, or lay. Last Jenny checked in, wasn't worried. A drawing of a gloved fist holding an odd symbol, smashing against the face of a chevalier. Chevalier. The symbol is red and smells of strawberry. Traveling again and again. Been here before. We're everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace? Never good. Pack bees. Bet Varric we're in trouble. Scratched out. Varric won't take a sucker bet and pretend with Cullen. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. Find who shrunk my skyhold clothes. Scratch out. Piss. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. It looks very bad. Is Whittle even here? Why do I go where there's no Whittle? A drawing of Sarah and Dagna silhouetted by an explosion of bees and exploding bees. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall. Still beardy. Josie is the best here. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone. They never call in everyone. Liliana knows something. Knew it. Inquisition is in trouble. I like her. I do. Hey, Bull.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the Chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
What is this? You make a good tempest. What does this mean? I don't know what this means, but let's do it.
You know, Bull, you almost fight like a tempest. Do you ever want to just break a flask over yourself and kill things?
No. Well, no more than usual.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier.
What is
it's
she
more
talking
like a
about?
magical vibration that repels the Fade.
I don't want to hear this. This is boring. Y'all want to push this thing or what? Whoa! What the?
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification under the reign of Mafrath's son Isarath.
She's terrible at this. Terrible.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasrath. Remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me.
Iron Bull's like, I cannot be fooled. I don't know what you fools are doing.
Hey, boss.
Hey, you got anything? Oh, I can't talk to Krem. All right, let's see. We talked to Sarah. We talked to Iron Bull. We talked to Cole. Okay, let's go. Let's go in here, and then we'll go talk with Josie. Where is... Okay, there's Cullen, Liliana. Okay, Viv, all right. And then there's some things going on over here. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, cool. So we see crooked pictures and we get skills. Straighten them up. Oh man, there's a lot to see and do around here. Good gravy. Okay. Potions. Let's go ahead and do that while we're here. Oh, we're gonna need some more Blood Lotus soon. Arden Hightown, Chapter 17 by Varric Tedthras. Donnan left it to his captain and a dozen of Kirkwall's finest to drag Wagner and his thugs to the stocks. The heavy air gave up and turned into sheets of rain. The ancient gray stone stairs leading up to Lowtown turned into a waterfall. Donnan slogged up the narrow passage, boots squelching with every step. He almost didn't hear the ambush coming. As he reached the top of the stairs, a faint rasp of steel made him throw himself aside into a vegetable seller's table. A sword swung through the air where he'd been and chimed against the rock wall. Donnan fumbled at his scabbard and just managed to catch the second blow with his sword. He had one moment as they locked blades to recognize his attacker. The younger man had shed his guard uniform for dark leathers, and his left arm now ended in a bandaged stump, but there was no mistaking him. Javelin? Where is the blade of Hassaran? Javelin recovered from the parried blow to slash at Donnan's legs. He dodged back, slipping and nearly stumbling as first down the stairs. It was you, the inside man. You're the one who killed Defarve. Donnan lunged at the recruit. Javelin quickly moved to block, but Donnan's blade sliced his arm, drawing blood. Give me the sword. I know that pirate hag gave it to you. Javelin swung a series of hard slashes, trying to break Donnan's guard or knock him down the stairs. In the darkness and the driving rain, the guardsman struggled to see his attacker. Still, Donnan grinned. You left it at the quay. I guess you ran off without it when the lady took your hand off. Not my fault you picked the fight you couldn't win. He tried to edge away from the stairs, but the rookie kept him pinned between the vegetable stall and a fall to his death. Javelin lunged, his blade punching through Donnan's armor just below his ribs, but the recruit slipped on the wet stone during his attack and stumbled into his enemy. Donnan shoved him away and over the stairs. His fall ended with a sickening crack of broken bones. Donnan drew a ragged breath and pulled Javelin's sword from his side, trying not to slip on his own blood. Chantry was a long way off. Oh no, Donnan! No, Donnan! Notes on Palace Guests. A collection of servants' notes on the guests attending the Winter Palace. Countess Bioware wants a stateroom set aside from 3 to 5 in the afternoon for her daughter's harp practice. Must have windows on one side and a balcony. If she proposes a recital, refer her to the seneschal. Duke Pierrepont wants to entertain Ferelden relatives, a barrel of whiskey and 3 wheels of cheese to be delivered to his quarters this evening. Van Wharton, his bed should be made up with linens, not silks. Sir Litstone, complains an old wound in her left leg is making itself felt. Move her to the ground floor. Lady Galatee, a duelist, has requested a sparring partner and a suitable practice ground. Lord Gilderay, to be woken at 8 by a maid on even days, a page boy on odd days. Don't ask. With a fresh pitcher of water and 12 sprigs of lavender on a peach-colored towel. Don't ask. Carrying these items in silently without making eye contact with his lordship, placing them on the divan, clapping twice, then leaving without a word. Do not ask. Okay, you little freaky freak. Getting his little freakity freak on. Okay, what is all over here? Jeez, there's stuff everywhere. Oh, something over here. Okay, expensive dog treats. What are we gonna do with those, I wonder? Man, there is stuff everywhere. What am I looking at here? Oh, a little village light down there. Going out there. Oh, this must be the romantic area. Hardtown and Hightown. Hardtown and Hightown. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 13, by Varric. In the Lowtown Bazaar, Donnan paused to pay a little elven girl to play courier for him before making the long climb back uphill to Hightown. A careful glance told him the scar-faced Ander and the tattooed Chasen were still tailing him. Donald was certain they'd love the Viscount's keep. He passed beneath the stone gaze of the cormorant statues flanking the gates and nodded to the guards on his way to the barracks. No one noticed his ragged, bloody clothing, which disappointed him as much as he benefited from it. Recruits these days always slacken off. Donnan bypassed the captain's office and went looking for Javelin. By now the kid ought to be rested up, and Donnan suspected he would need backup if his large, suspicious shadows decided to pick a fight. But Javelin's bunk was empty. Donnan noted blood spattered on the bedding in a scent like lilacs. All of his gear was missing. In the center of the bunk was a note. Bring the blade to the quays tonight at midnight, or the boy dies. It was signed with a wax seal, 6 crossed swords. Too bad we can't read these in order. What are we gonna do with these doggy treats?
All is well?
Okay, anything else up here? Okay, that's where Blackwell was. Oh, some loot here. Pair of paddles, okay. Charter, who are you?
Well met, your worship.
Okay. Alrighty. Dorian, in the last few years, Inquisitor, it was good to hear from you, my friend. For months, I've had only the society of Malvarus's fledgling Lucerne party. Junior members of the Magisterium so filled with fire and zeal, and so wildly inept at politics. May keeps a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally immolates himself. At least I give you the wrong impression. We are making progress, but it will take a great deal of skill to keep the Lucerne alive through the usual schedule of Menthras scheming long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have me. I'm sorry to hear that politics are plaguing you as well. Must be something going around, like pestilence or an Orlesian faction trend. Hopefully Josephine can diffuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade the Orlesians to stop circling you with a collar and leash. You know she did always love a challenge. I'll find an excuse to make a trip south soon. We should really catch up in person, don't you agree, Dorian? Yes, I want to see Dorian. He's part of my team. Conduct becoming the Inquisition. To all members of the Inquisition, it has come to my attention that I must remind everyone of the type of behavior expected from us during the Exalted Council. It is natural to wish to hold our heads high, but remember that we are guests of the Imperial Court. It is upon us to behave with good grace, propriety, and restraint. If you are unsure of how to address someone of gentle birth, my lord or my lady will suffice. If you are fearful that you have overstepped an unknown protocol, speak with your commanders. If they are not available, seek me out. Over-imbibing is strongly discouraged at all times. If you are steered into an argument about the Inquisition's politics, politely excuse yourself as quickly as possible. Please do not engage in these debates. If all else fails, trust sense and common courtesy to guide your actions. Sincerely, Lady Montelier. Activity in the Winter Palace. Charter's notes are an encryption she developed with Liliana over the last couple of years. CM's intentions seem sincere. Agent in place at party tonight where CM is attending. VP left notes at drop as promised. Servant in green livery seen leaving guest wing of palace at odd hours. Possible tryst? Madame LV's second cousin is a bard and employee of Duke WM. Lord WG plans to meet Lady GD tonight. Neither of their spouses know. Lord RW plans to meet Lady SR tonight. Their spouses do know. Lord RW's wife encouraged RW to step out with SR so she could have some peace and quiet to herself. Okay. Wardrobe. Okay, we can change our wardrobe here. Special shipments. Oh. Superb staff. Oh, longsword, greatsword, maul, shield, heavy armor, light armor, medium armor, stonebear armor, avar armor, Shaktra, Antum, Schematics. Okay, storage. Iron Bull in the last few years. Thank you for sending the Chargers to assist in dealing with demons attacking Montfort. Their assistance was most appreciated, and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his Chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais. With their efforts in Perendale, the Iron Bull in particular defeated the would-be usurper in combat. We must protest the actions of the Bull's Chargers in South Reach. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by red lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. Bull's Chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Galahad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful, and I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. Excerpts from letters of thanks relating to the activities undertaken by Bull's Chargers over the past 2 years. Thank you for the information. We've removed the Venatory informant. Ansburg should be safer for Inquisition and Ben Hasrath agents. Enclosed is the location of the ruins Talus discovered, just north of Halashamral. The obvious magical activity suggests that Inquisition forces are better equipped to determine the nature and magnitude of the threat than our people. While the Imperium's decreased internal struggle aids both the Canari and the Inquisition, we suggest you keep a close watch. Both sides are likely to recruit allies, and Ben Hasrath intelligence suggests that Navarra is already unstable. Excerpts from Ben Hasrath reports. Okay, there's a book over here looks like we missed. No, we read this, didn't we? It's not. Storms of Temptation. This tattered novel bills itself as a sweeping romance on the 8 seas by Daniel Mithril. Cover shows a dark-skinned elf with long platinum hair hanging by one hand from the mast of his ship, a dagger in his teeth. A woman in an elaborate mask, low-cut dress, and almost as much hair as the elf gasps up from the base of the mast. The elf is glaring at a tanned and chiseled human pirate, grinning as his vessel pulls alongside the elf's ship. For the first elven captain in the Antivan Navy, Kiel Zebulon's inaugural assignment was a routine trading mission down to Wycombe. Little did he know that the fiery amethyst Coromon, a passenger he picked up in the free marches, was heir to an enormous fortune. A fortune Ravani pirate prince Elrod Hurricane would do anything to get his hands on. Unable to resist Amethyst's pleas for help, Kiel found himself racing to get her back to Val Royeaux, even as the ferocious Heracon pursued them, and their passions ensured the 8 seas would never be the same. There is a note scribbled on the inside cover in dainty handwriting. If found, please return to Lady Yvette Montelier. Okay. Right, what else is over here?
Good day.
Good day to you.
Man, there's a lot of reading. Varric in the last few years. Inquisitor, greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. The Red Lyrian cleanup in the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones, eerily glaring at everyone. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of, "Thank the maker the crazy, cursed Templar is gone," which was remarkably catchy, despite, or maybe because of, the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Even with all this stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Excuse me. Channels in the harbor were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open, and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out there. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Now the only hope for repairing the harbor is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? There aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing crap from the Fade. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Stop by the city sometime. We'll get in a game of Wicked Grace. Please, this Viscount crap is boring me to death. Varric. Vivian in the last few years. Inquisitor, I fear I shall have no opportunity to meet with you prior to the Exalted Council at Mahalasharal. The colleges and fraternities of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organize everything, or the Aquatarians and the Luprosians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangements of voting cards you can possibly imagine. On the last two occasions when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls in protest over some insult from a libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must, of course, convey the continuing approbation of the Orlesian Court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Heralds' compliments by now. Cordially, Vivian, my dear. Cullen in the last few years. Cullen, word has spread from Denerim about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives they say are going, it's clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. Branson's here. His son insists I add "hello" call to this letter. He also insists it be "hello" and not "hello." Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Mia. Cassandra in the last few years. Inquisitor, you don't need me to dictate every word exactly to you. I may be divine, but that doesn't mean I have any particular skill at letter writing. I should start with a joke. I don't know how to make hours upon hours of meetings with Grand Clerics sound anything less than mind-crushingly tedious. I also don't know how to make a joke about that. Something involving hats, probably. Varric would know. It's very important that I sound reassuring. The Inquisitor has so much to deal with already and should not have to worry about the state of the Chantry on top of everything else. You could say something about how well the Red Lyrium cleanup efforts have gone, can't you? And perhaps mention that Templars and mages... No, never mind. That subject has been discussed to death. Oh, perhaps mention the play about the Inquisitor's heroism that's being performed in Val Royale. That should be good to hear about, I'm sure. Ugh, I'm late for a meeting with some revered mothers from Navarre. Just finish this up with something appropriate. With the grace and benediction of the Maker, Divine Victoria. That was good. Oh, let's straighten that. Here we go. Oh, strength again. Strength? Can I get some dexterity? Can I get some cunning from straightening out these pictures? Was there any pictures in here? I better check. No. Okay.
It's true.
Okay, we just came from there. What y'all doing down here? Heard something. Anything over here?
Is there something you need?
Oh, yes.
Oh, there's a book back here. Oh, there's something up there. What is that? How the hell are you supposed to get that? Gotta jump, I guess, from up above. Oh!
Why not?
And I'm dinging on something. Okay, dog treats. Hardtown and Hightown, Chapter 14. By Varric, the late Magistrate Dunwall's butler blinked as Don and Brock Brennokovic barged into the foyer. Get Lady Marielle. Now he headed straight to the parlor where the magistrate's collection was displayed. Wrapped in a black shawl, Marielle sauntered into the room and leaned against one of the glass cases. Guardsman, what a pleasant surprise. Where's Javelin? Her smile faltered. What do you think I would... Why do you think I would know? He's your partner. Donnan held up the note. Your perfume, Lady Marielle. He dropped it on display beside her. What were you doing in the guard barracks? I didn't leave the note, she said with measured calm, and I don't have your partner. But you were in the barracks. He stepped away to examine a display. You told me Wagner wanted to buy the magistrate's entire collection, but he said he was only interested in one blade. He opened the case, and I think it was never in Seamus's collection. I think it was the sword meant to go right here. He pointed to the empty velvet-lined box. I looked in the Viscount's records, and you've only been married to Magistrate Dunwald for about 3 weeks. You tell me who you're working for and where my partner is, and I'll see if we can't get you a deal with the Viscount's office. The Chantry. Marielle closed the door quietly. They sent me to Kirkwall a few months ago when rumors of the sword began to surface. She examined the note. I don't hate javelin. I don't have javelin. This was already on his bunk when I went to find both of you. Donnan didn't hide his skepticism. You're innocent, but you didn't report him missing to any of the guards. Someone took him from the barracks, Sarah, with no one the wiser. That doesn't seem strange to you? She looked him in the eye. Have you ever heard of the executors? They're a myth. A myth that kills, she sighed. The executors have your partner, and I think they have someone inside the city guard. How else could they have gotten Javelin out of the keep without being seen? Donna watched her fidget with her shawl. Why were you in the barracks? I suspected the executors had an inside man, she shrugged. How else could they have gotten poor Comte Favre to open the door to the killer? Since he arranged the sword's purchase for Seamus, he'd been hiding in his own home. The only people he'd seen were Seamus and you. That we don't. Interesting. Okay, we gotta go up there still. We gotta somehow jump to get that thing.
Of course.
So let's see where we at. Oh wow, we gotta see Josie. She must be up above. And I missed her. Wait, I don't wanna go do. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. I wanna go see what this is. Oh, I already read that. And I already been there. Okay. We need to go see Josie. She must be yeah, she's up above. That's the hub. More reading. More reading. Art in Hightown, Chapter 12 by Varric. They say you can buy anything in the Lowtown Bazaar. It's mostly true. On the right day, you can find vendors hawking spices from Sharon, the legacies of unknown dwarven paragons, maps to hidden fortresses in the Donarchs, and the crown jewels of Antiba. And no bookstore in Thedas peddles more wild stories than Lowtown. Donna Branakovic made a point of greeting each shopkeeper as he passed so that the continual chant of guardsmen reached the ears of the 2 large men shadowing him since he left Lady Marielle in Hightown. The address she'd given him led to a warehouse in the Foundry District, a section of the city populated only by rusted metal spikes and vagrants. Donnan knocked on the door. An immaculately dressed butler greeted him and gestured for him to enter. Guardsman Branakovic, Monsieur Wagner has been expecting you. Donnan followed him through a labyrinth of warehouse offices to a back room richly appointed with silk carpets and tapestries depicting the execution of Andraste. 2 heavy armchairs upholstered in velvet occupied the center of the room. In one sat a smug red-haired man dressed entirely in blinding white samite. The other chair was empty. Guardsman, please sit. The gentleman spoke with a heavy Starkhaven accent. I suppose you would be Monsieur Wagner? Donnan asked. I am a procurer of antiquities, Sarah Branakovic, as I'm sure the Lady Donwald explained. Wagner carefully lit a pipe made of carved bloodstone and inhaled. but we are both men of business, Guardsman. You are soon to retire, are you not? Allow me to present you with an opportunity. Donnan turned a critical eye on the tapestry of Andraste Pier. I'm listening. Wagner watched him through a growing veil of smoke. Do you know what Seamus Dunwald had in his possession, Guardsman? What made the poor man worth killing? Do tell. The sword of Hassarion. Wagner leaned forward, studying him closely. The very blade that pierced Andraste's heart. Donnan gave him a flat stare. If I believed that were even possible, I think that blade would be worth a lot of coin. Most would look at it and see a rusty piece of scrap. It is no longer the jeweled blade of an Archon, but to the right buyer, Guardsman, the sword is worth an empire's ransom. I know such buyers, Wagner smiled. It is here, in Kirkwall, and if you help me find it, I can make you a very rich man. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, we gotta go back up and talk with Josie. I completely missed her. Oh, we gotta look around here anyways. Okay, Josie's in here. There's a bunch of stuff up there, and there's probably some stuff over there too. So let's see what Josie has to say. I can find her. Where is she? You in here? Josie! Are you up above? She might be all the way up. Whoa, what's going on in here? Oh, something special in here. Okay. Oh, is that supposed to be... Is that Meredith? The first Grand Enchanter. Grand Enchanter Lothair Harderan was the first leader of the Circle of Magi when it was founded in 120 Divine. After Harderan distinguished himself in battle during the Second Blight, Emperor Drakon himself endorsed him for the position. From all accounts, the Grand Enchanter performed admirably, but some speculate Harderan was a second choice, that Drakon had another mage with connections to Inquisitor Meriden in mind for the job. Tellingly, these debates are based on a half-finished letter to an army captain in the guest list of a party where Meriden and the Emperor were in attendance. If any proof ever existed, it is likely dust. The ideal's merits should be treated as such, for scholarship's sake. From a short primer of Orlais, most excellent and inspiring history by Lord Rainiers, published in 935 Dragon. Okay. Must be upstairs. Let's see if we can't find her, and then we can end this episode. Oh, can I go up here? Those are my flags. Oh, there you are, Josie.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence, but the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
You're tense as a bowstring.
I'm so very dreadful at this. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
Aww.
And what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Okay.
Why not? Josephine, I put myself in your capable hands.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
What?
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Oh, okay, look at that look. What's this look for?
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
That was... one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Truly.
That part with the glittery... and they actually set fire to... Yes, I truly enjoyed it.
Then I call tonight a great success.
I think she just doesn't want to hurt her feelings.
The encore signal.
She just didn't want to hurt her feelings. Anything else, Josie?
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any earringing should go away in a day or two.
Okay, any earring. Earringing. Oh my gosh, there's more reading. Hey, that's where that cup is, or whatever it is. Gonna have to figure a way to get down there. Maybe from a different part. Well, anyways, we're not gonna do any more reading today. We're gonna end the episode right here. So thank you very much for watching as we begin the Trespasser DLC. I will see you guys on in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.